I think what the most important change and also the most interesting change since we started the project has been the rise of the number of cases in which we recognize what I call institutional erosion, what our project refers to in terms of backsliding, meaning to say that in some member states there is a clear deviation from what was considered the common, or is considered common norm or framework of norms in the EU. Now this creates interesting questions. One could say that, if a country deviates from the common norms, that the EU should do something. You're a member of a club, you should enforce this. But that sort of also clashes with the idea that many issues should be left to the member states. And that emotion, if anything, has grown stronger over time in member states, pretty much everywhere. So that creates a dilemma. Should the EU invest in enforcement of a framework that is maybe not taken as deeply serious as it once was, or maybe it's not as functional to solving transboundary problems, for instance? Or should the EU maybe not do that and invest in developing its own capacities, its own problem-solving capacities, to actually add value in such a way that these member states do not have to deviate from common norms? So maybe the EU should invest in its own adaptive capacities, so adapting its own institutions to serve the member states rather than expecting and enforcing the member states to abide by the EU institutions. Now, I don't think there's an immediate answer to this, but for sure this is a question, and when we started the project, it was not first and foremost on our minds. And it's fair to say that it is now.